Here are 3 books that changed my life. Reading a book for fun, I absolutely love her, but reading a book that ultimately changes your life and changes your perception on the world, nothing better, and here are 3 that did that for me. Go in chronological order of when I read them. So first and foremost, we have Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. One thing about me, I'm a Bronte girl until the day that I die. This book, I owe everything to. I would not be here talking about books if I had never read this. I have always been a reader. I always read a lot as a child, but this is the book that made me fall back in love with reading as a teenager. I remember being so utterly floored by it. It made me fall in love with the Gothic and Gothic classics, which has been my entire life, was the reason that I went to uni. So I owe a lot to this book, and the Brontes as a whole, I absolutely adore them. So this book literally, above all else, changed my life. In chronological order then, we then have The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This book confirmed for me my love for literary fiction and literary books and thought-provoking books and dark academia. Again, quite gothic. I fell in love with the dark academia in this. I'm always now searching for dark academia novels, gothic novels, and thought-provoking novels, and also quite satire ones. This really just confirmed it for me, and I ended up having a dominoes effect of finding tons of my new favourite books thanks to this one. I love this book so much. Now my number 1 favourite book of all time, which absolutely changed my life, is of course Near to the Wild Heart by Clarice Lispector. Clarice Lispector in general, everything that I've read from her so far has changed my life, and for the better. Like, I am utterly, completely obsessed with her. Near to the Wild Heart, though, specifically, is now my favourite book of all time. It was also Clarice's debut novel. She wrote this when she was 23. I read it when I was 22, just before turning 23, and the way that she discusses being a woman in your 20s changed my whole view on it. This was so philosophical, and I've never read anything from any author ever where they have been able to so perfectly execute all of my thoughts that I've ever had that I can't even portray myself. As I said, the way that she talks about being a woman in your 20s, the hardships of girlhood, and what comes with all of that has completely changed me, and I fear I'm going to reread this for the rest of my life. Honestly, Clarice Lispector in general changed my life. I can never recommend any of her books enough, but if you're just going to read one, it has to be Near to the Wild Heart. I loved it so much.